I want to get into phrasing, namely the idea of vocabulary. So guitar players are always in the market for more licks, more shapes, more tricks, more phrases to learn. But I would say in this conversation about guitar that much like the alphabet has 26 letters, you don't have to learn any more letters in the alphabet. There are none. Spoiler alert. It's what you do with the letters. So what I'm going to show you actually involves no new learning if you're at an intermediate level when it comes to blues playing. So the first thing I want to show you, and let's pick the key of C. Everyone thinks about pentatonic. That's all pentatonic. And now the first thing they teach you when you learn how to play solos is that's minor pentatonic. And that this 4 frets below, really 3 frets below, is the major pentatonic, and it's the same shapes. And so the thinking is this is blues, and this is major. Now they're two very, very different sounds. We've talked before about mixing up major and minor, which is cool, you know, like. So that's both, right? It's not. That's major. I'm going to show you how to play minor pentatonic in the same spot you play major pentatonic. Now this, maybe some people are like, duh, we already knew this. I'm going to come clean and say, I never really thought about this until the last couple years. So you're in C, and I'm sorry that the screen is flipped for the selfie camera, but so this idea, that's the pentatonic. I want you to think of the C across the neck as the equator. And this is sort of above ground, and this is sort of below ground. So everyone is always thinking about, here's C, everything happens above it. What I think is really interesting is, here's C, let's be symmetrical and move out this way and out this way. And the way you would do that is go, instead of, you're really just moving. So I'm going to show you what that's like. This is playing a minor pentatonic in C, but in that same area as a major. So that's really in the same spot as major, but you're playing it in minor, and what that means is that the ergonomics of it are flipped, and I'll show you what I mean. So a lot of what guitar players play is based on what's available to them in terms of hammer-ons and pull-off. But there's all these, it gets inverted when you go, so take this. Do it that way, but it's not really shaped that way in terms of kicking off. So we've all done that if you want to get around it, or versus. It's so much fun. So if we're in C, I'm going to play everything underneath that equator line. standard pentatonic. So if you think about it, like, that's not a capo. You can move that anywhere you want. You can take it off at any time. So I really wanted to get into that first. So what that also does is helps connect all the minor pentatonics on the neck. So if you're in C, a lot of people are like, they immediately go into that voodoo child spot. But if you use that reshaping of the major pentatonic, you have it in the standard spot. You just went. And then of course you got the B.B. King spot. Let's go from that all the way down. So it actually helps, because what we've been doing is thinking about it like, that's my pentatonic, well there's my major pentatonic and I don't want to play that, so I'm going to jump over it. But if you reconstitute that major pentatonic scale as a minor, then now you have that much more to do. So that's sort of the chapter one of it all, is it's just a different flavor to play with. That's minor, major. That's really hard to do. So it just sounds different because you can tell, your ear can tell that's not a standard shape. Even though the notes are pretty much the same, that's really fun.